Hello guys, welcome to Study Freaks. Today we will start with English. I know you're wondering why English? Because it requires minimal efforts and maximum marks. So let's proceed with Class 11 first chapter of Hornbill, The Portrait of a Lady, written by Khushwant Singh. Let's first understand what the chapter is about. The story The Portrait of a Lady, written by Khushwant Singh. Here in this story, the narrator tells us about his relationship with his grandmother. He described his grandmother in such a beautiful way that a living image of his grandmother is created before our eyes. This autobiography piece by Khushwant Singh is a loving tribute of a grandson to his grandmother. In the beginning of 2 paragraphs, Khushwant Singh described his grandmother. And in the rest of the paragraph, he talked about his relationship with his grandmother. Before starting the chapter, let's know about the author. Khushwant Singh was the most prolific Indian writer writing in English. He was an author, a lawyer, politician, and a journalist. He was a witness of India-Pakistan partition and wrote a novel, It Train to Pakistan. He died in 2014 at the age of 99. He is known for his humor, easy narrative style, and love for poetry. Now coming back to the chapter, the title, The Portrait of a Lady. If I ask you, what does the portrait mean? Then the obvious answer will be painting or a picture of someone. But here doesn't mean this. In this story, portrait means written description of someone. It describes the person and personality of his grandmother, who had all attributes of a lady. Let's start with the first paragraph. In this paragraph, the narrator talked about his grandfather, whose portrait was hung in the drawing room. He described him as a 100-year-old man who wore a big turban and loose-fitting clothes. He says that his grandmother, like anyone else, was an old woman. She often told narrator about games she used to play as a child. He always found it unbelievable and rather illogical and treated it like a fictional story. In the second paragraph, he described the character of his grandmother. She was short, fat, and slightly bent, and her face was wrinkled all over. She was so old that she could not have grown any older and had stayed the same for 20 years. She was beautiful, not pretty. She walked in an awkward way in a clean white dress, with one hand resting on her waist and the other counting the beads of rosary. This paragraph is a character sketch of his grandmother. Now move on to third and fourth paragraph. He talked about his relationship with his grandmother in his childhood. In narrator's childhood, they lived in the village. She used to get him ready for school. She also went with him to school because the school was attached with the temple. She stayed and prayed in the temple. On the way back home, they fed the dogs. Now listen very carefully. The narrator described his relationship with his grandmother in 3 phases of his life: childhood, boyhood, and adulthood. The ever mentioned part was his relationship with his grandmother in his childhood. Now come back to 5th and 6th paragraph. In this paragraph, narrator talked about his relationship with his grandmother took a turning point when they start living in the city with his parents. His grandmother no longer came to school with him as he went to school in a motor bus. As there were no stray dogs, she started feeding sparrows. She would always ask him about what he learned in school, but whenever he told her, she would be sad as she couldn't help him. She was not happy as there were no study of God and scriptures in the school. She disapproved the teachings of the school but remained silent. In 7th, 8th and 9th paragraph, Khushwant went to university and also got a separate room. His grandmother spent time on spinning wheels and feeding sparrows. He decided to go abroad. He was sure his grandmother would be upset. She came to railway station to leave him but didn't show any emotion. He went abroad and came back after 5 years. His grandmother went to receive him. She was same, calm, composed, and busy in her prayers. Even on the first day of Khushwant's arrival, feeding the sparrow was her happiest moments. Now in 10th, 11th, and 12th paragraph, Khushwant was surprised as this was the first time he saw his grandmother not pray. The next day she caught mild fever. She told the author and his family that her end was near. She said she would not waste time anymore talking with author and his family and started praying. She lay peacefully on the bed praying and counting the beads in her rosary. Suddenly her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell down. Everyone knew she was dead. She was then led onto the ground covered in red shroud. Thousands of sparrows came and sat on the floor silently. They weren't chirping. Khushwant's mother gave the birds crumbs of bread but they didn't eat it. When Khushwant's family carried his grandmother's coughs off, the bird flew away quietly. Next morning, the sweepers swept the crumbs into the dustbin. For question answers and word meanings of this chapter, please refer to the link in the description box. Thanks for watching, and if you like, then click on the like button and subscribe.